How hard is it to see guilt? All you have to do is look, and you can see guilt written all over his face. The man stole from a 7-year-old kid, Jedi Knights in the Force, promised to make him rich and famous, didn't care that he was an outpatient at the Corsair Crippled Children's Burn Clinic. I was semi handicapped at the time. I told Disney about this and they didn't care, and they obviously pushed forward with their deal and they're making movies with him now. And I always thought Disney was more children based and cared about what happened to children, but maybe that was my misconception. um, I grew up on Disney and I really cared a lot. I have almost all of the stuff on all their movies animated on CD. Anyway, they're almost making a movie together now, and the Bible's very specific. About people taken away from children. Even a semi-handicapped child needs some protection from somebody somewhere, from predators. People who prey on children and take things from them. The Bible's very specific, and it says something about a millstone in the Bible.
Right, chain a millstone about your leg and cast it into the deepest part of the ocean. The fact of the matter is that George Lucas and his cousin Jack Hamburger swindled me out of Jedi Knights in the Force in 1974. I was playing pirates in the front yard with my brother David, Vince, my older brother, the kid across the street, I believe her name was Lisa Bell, two kids from down the street, Tara and Kelly Payne, and another kid named Jack Hamburger Jr., which is George Lucas's cousin. And I said, we were playing pirates, and I said, I'm a Jedi Knight. I'm going to use the Force to defeat you. And I guess he remembered enough that he went and told George, piqued his curiosity, and every day he was at my house trying to annoy me to get on the phone with his cousin George. Well, he never left me alone until he finally got what he wanted. And then that day, he almost killed me. Jack Hamburger Jr. almost killed me in his backyard with a piece of rebar, which is the whole reason I remember all of this. Now, it's been 41 years this year. It's high time the truth was told. They need to accept the truth and tell it. Just the way it is. You don't live forever and not tell the truth. The truth doesn't just exist for no reason. God said He is the truth, the light, and the way. If you deny that, you deny God, and therefore you are going to exact His punishment. And that millstone's still looking for a home. So I think you better think about that, George, before you keep going any further. You lied. You took something from a 7-year-old kid, and the fact of the matter is I was an outpatient at the Corsair Crippled Children's Hospital. I was burned over half my body when I was younger, and I had just barely learned how to walk by then because of the burns, and I still needed some care. The scars are still there because I never really got all the care I needed for it, and I wish I would have, to be honest with you, and I think things maybe would have changed a little bit in my life had you done what you were supposed to do. Anyway, I just want to keep this video brief and short, and I wanted to point people to watch all the other videos I have posted. George Lucas is a dishonest person. He took something from a 7-year-old kid. He also used a Wookiee from a friend of his hitting speed bumps and potholes, and he said, I hit a Wookiee. And that was actually listed in the New York Desk Reference, and they have these little trivia things in there, and I just happened to see it, and I was like, how coincidental. Also I have a picture that I posted on one of the other videos of a book that shows a little green guy, kind of looks like Yoda from this old mysterious book. You can actually see a video. It's called the 10 Most Mysterious Books or something, and one of them has this little character, and he looks just like Yoda. Anyway, he borrows stuff from places, and whether it's honest or dishonest, and it's one thing if you take something from somewhere and you're at least honest about it, but it's another when you solicit a 7-year-old minor for his dreams and then don't have any recourse to make things right. The fact of the matter is, he took something from me. He didn't have my parents' permission. He didn't have, any right to do what he did. And the whole world knows Jedi Knight's in the Force because of me. And he's not been forthcoming with the truth about it. And he tried to have me arrested when I was just trying to be friendly about it at first. And then I started to get a little irritated, and truth be known. And I probably said a few things I shouldn't have in some emails. And, anybody would have been mad. Of course, after you, start thinking about something, and then something that heavy hits you and you realize that you have done something that affected the entire world and nobody knows it, that's pretty sick. That he hasn't made any attempts to try to find me or do anything about it in the past. So I don't think anybody would remember that and not feel something. Anyway, thank you, and watch my other videos. Again, Sci Fi Revelation #1, I think, is in the bottom with the pink striped shirt, and go up from there. Anyway, take care. Bye.